Welcome to Story Dino, where fascinating stories are waiting for you to discover. Join us in the story right now. An ambitious young blacksmith is all talk and no action until a trial changes everything. Will he forge the perfect sword, or will he succumb to the flames of trial? In a distant kingdom, a village was famous for its skilled blacksmiths. In this village lived Arik, a young and ambitious boy who dreamed of becoming the most excellent blacksmith. He often told people about his grand plans, crafting the sharpest sword and the strongest armor and earning the king's recognition. The villagers enjoyed his stories, and his friends admired him. But whenever Arik started working, he would quickly lose motivation. One day, Arik went to see Magnus, the oldest blacksmith in the village, who had forged the strongest swords for the royal army. He asked, "Sir, why do I keep failing?" Magnus smiled, led Arik into the forge, and pointed at a glowing red sword in the fire. He said, "When forging a sword, I can't just shout at it to make it stronger. I can't just tell people about it and expect it to sharpen itself. I can only use the hammer to shape and fire to temper it. Each hammer strike is an action. Each dip in water is a challenge." Then Magnus gave Arik a difficult task: to create blue fire, a rare flame that could make steel twice as strong. He said, "If you can control the blue fire, you can forge the strongest swords." Creating blue fire was not easy. Arik failed dozens of times. Once, he nearly burned himself by overheating the coal. But instead of giving up, he kept trying and learned to control the temperature. Finally, the bright blue flame appeared. In the village, there was a jealous blacksmith named Garth. He wanted to defeat Arik in the royal blacksmith competition, so he secretly sabotaged Arik's forge. One night, Garth mixed impurities into Arik's steel, making it brittle and weak. When Arik tried forging the next day, his sword broke in half. Arik didn't get angry or complain. He quietly examined his materials and found the problem and a solution. As the competition approached, Arik heard rumors of an ancient cursed sword. According to legend, this sword could reveal the secret of unbreakable metal, but those who touched it without skill would lose all their blacksmithing abilities. Despite his worries, Arik decided to investigate. He sought advice from an old village sage, who revealed that the curse was a test of the mind. If a blacksmith lacked confidence, they would doubt themselves and fail. But if they genuinely believed in their skill, they would learn how to forge stronger steel. Arik realized that fear was just a mental challenge. If he trusted himself, no curse could harm him. One day, Magnus handed Arik an old, ordinary-looking hammer. He said, "This is the hammer of my ancestors. If you can use it properly, you will discover the secret to perfect sword-making." Arik used the hammer but found it too heavy, slowing him down. At first, he wanted to give up, but Magnus encouraged him to be patient. Over time, Arik realized that the hammer helped him precisely control each strike. It taught him that strength alone wasn't enough. He needed to use it wisely. On the day of the competition, Arik faced the best blacksmiths in the kingdom, including Garth. Garth presented a shining sword with intricate engravings, while Arik's sword looked straightforward, with no fancy decorations. The king ordered a test. Each sword would strike a stone. Garth's sword broke in half instantly, but Arik's sword remained intact, leaving a deep cut in the rock. Amazed, the king asked, "How did you forge such a powerful sword?" Arik bowed and replied, "Because I didn't talk about it. I forged it." The king laughed with satisfaction and said, "You don't need to speak of your talent. Your sword has spoken for you." The lesson Arik became the royal blacksmith, yet he remained humble and hardworking. Those who once doubted him now respected him. He had learned that silence is not a weakness. Silence is the focus. Work instead of talk. Train instead of boast. Let success speak for itself instead of explaining it. RX Story proves persistence, humility, and action lead to greatness. Success doesn't come from words. It comes from relentless effort. Thank you for watching Story Dino channel to discover interesting stories. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting stories. Please share with your friends to spread joy and knowledge together. Wish you a great day and see you in the next videos.